Hey guys, this week on SSG Online, Beck and myself are going to take you through how to train flexibility advanced edition. So this video is a continuation of our previous beginners video. So if you haven't seen that one yet, pause this video now and you can join us after you've made your way through that one. So in the last video, we already covered static and dynamic stretching. In this video, we're going to include some extra techniques for you guys. These ones are a little bit more aggressive, however, they will improve your flexibility faster. Ballistic stretching is the most aggressive kind of stretch where you will bounce or swing to increase your range of motion. This is an advanced type of stretching and is not always recommended. Before trying this kind of stretch, you should have a good awareness of your body and how much momentum you should apply with these movements. It is also essential that you fully warm up before doing this kind of stretch.
PNF stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. It involves an external force applied to a stretch with cycles of contracting your muscle, resisting against the stretch, relaxing, and then allowing the stretch to go further. It's the most effective stretching technique to increase short-term range of motion.
Now that you know your basics, it's time to jump straight into more advanced stretching techniques. Keep in mind the basics principles of stretching still apply here, so making sure that you have sufficient warm-up. Try to hold the static stretches for at least 30 seconds, making sure you have deep breaths. And lastly, you want to stretch to a point of discomfort but not pain. All right, let's go. The first position we're going to take you through is how to perform the pike. The pike will be stretching your hamstrings and your lower back. What you want to do for this one is thinking about keeping your back as flat as you can, throwing your belly button towards your legs rather than just bringing your head down. Like that. If you want to add more tension to the stretch, you can pull, or an alternative to this is by using gravity to help you. So what you can do is stand on a step or something elevated like from the textbooks, and then you just want to go into the negatives and reach as far as you can. With this one, you want to avoid putting any kind of resistance against the floor. So you want to just kind of relax your arms and just let gravity do its job. Another alternative is by raising your toes, which will stretch more of your calves along with all the other muscles that we mentioned before. So as you can see, he's just going to go into that negative again. But making sure you keep your legs straight for all of these. And the straddle variation will be exactly the same, except that your legs will be apart. Next we have splits and splits variation. The first thing we'll get you to do is a modified lunge, popping your back leg up onto an elevated surface. It could be your bed, a couch, or a chair, making sure that your toes are pointing downwards. For this one, you want to try and get your chest up, and then again, tucking your pelvis underneath you and going down as far as you can, making sure you do both legs as well. The next exercise we have for a split stretch is hamstrings. So using that same elevated surface or whatever elevation you require, pop that leg up, stick your bum out, and thinking about getting your belly button down before your head. And this is a good position for you to practice any kind of ballistic stretching or PNF as well. Very, very good. And then the next exercise we have is a full split. So really important to keep your hips square. If you find that you're twisting, what you need to do is go up a little bit, readjust, and then you lower again. Yes, the same thing with this one. Your back knee should be on the ground, front leg should be turned out. Variation of this is if you want more of a hamstring stretch, you can lean forwards towards that front leg. Or if you want more of a hip flexor stretch and a back extension, you're going to reach towards your back leg.
I might need Beck to step in for this one, guys.
Yeah, so for that one's going to look, so once you've got that,
back. If you need a little bit more of a stretch than on the flat surface, you can elevate your front leg if you want to do an over split. Good, same rules apply as when you're practicing your split on the floor, nice. And you can also use the elevated leg for your middle splits as well.
So that one.
Another variation you can do for your middle splits is lying down against the wall, having your legs against the wall, so you're upside down in middle split position, and you can either just let gravity pull your legs down, or you can pull your legs down with your hands, using your hands, or you can add a weight to your ankles, like ankle weights or tying some light weights to your ankles as well. Cool, so now we're going to cover some more advanced bridge preparations and variations. So we'll take off where we left in the beginners video in seal. And for that last one, we were looking up in the air. For this time, we're going to add, trying to bring your feet up to your head as well. If your legs are apart, this is a little bit easier, but eventually the goal is to be able to do it with legs together as well. Another way you can practice this kind of stretch is if you lie down and reach back and grab your feet. And here you're trying to lift your chest up and your legs up off the floor as well for a similar stretch. Nice. Okay, into bridge now. So we're going to roll over. Hopefully you practice your assisted bridge already. So for this one, pushing up into bridge. When you first do start this stretch, you can do it with legs apart, but eventually the end goal is that you're able to do this with legs together and legs straight. Now, when you are holding your bridge, you're trying to push your shoulders over your hands, and that's going to help you for more skill in the long run. So for the last bridge variation we're going to do today, we're going to elevate our feet onto whatever surface you have. Just be careful when you're doing this one. The higher the box is, the easier it's going to be on your back. However, the harder it'll be to get up into bridge. So when you are getting up, you're going to put your feet on the surface, make sure it doesn't slide the surface, and then you're going to scoot your butt close to it. And then from here, hands behind your head, lifting up into bridge. For this one, same as we were practicing in the normal bridge, you're trying to push your shoulders over your hands, trying to straighten your legs to do that. It's a really good stretch for your shoulders. And a little less aggressive on your back because your feet are raised.
So we have a couple of shoulder stretches now. The first one we have is a dorsal hang. You don't have anything to hang off. A sturdy bench top works perfectly fine for this. What you're going to do is have your hands back behind you. You're going to walk your feet forwards, dropping your bottom, but don't let your bottom touch the ground. So there's going to be a lot of tension across you feel the stretch in the front of your shoulder and all the way down the arms as such. Cool, very nice.
Last stretch for the day, guys. We're going to do shoulder rotations forward and backwards. For this one, you can use a towel or anything that's a bit rigid that won't change its length. And the goal is to start wide for this one. This one's a bit aggressive. You're going to try roll your shoulders back and forward. Each time doing that, make sure you're trying to do both at the same time. You're not going one then the other. And if you can, you just work your way in until you feel a bit more stretch.
We've reached the end of this video. Hopefully between this one and the beginners one, there's something to take away for everybody. Have a try all the different variations that are suitable for your experience.
A good tip to keep you guys motivated is to take a photo every time you guys are stretching and compare to see the progress. As I mentioned in the last video, stretching or your flexibility is one of the quickest things you lose if you aren't training, but it is also one of the quickest to improve if you're working consistently. As Beck mentioned before, send us these photos so we can see your progress too.
Yeah, thanks again. If you haven't already, make sure you join the Facebook group. All you have to search is SHG Adult Gymnastics and we'll accept your request. We will provide written programs weekly and it's also a good way to stay in touch with us and the rest of the adults gym community.
Thanks, guys. Keep fit.
Make friends.
Have fun.